All right, so now we're on the next step and we're going to show this horse how to drag a log. So to start with, and you can see that he is not too sure about this. So to start with, I don't dally on the horn at all. I put my rope, I attach it to a log, and a light log, because we're going to drag it without me dallying. So it needs to be something light enough that you can actually hold on to and pull, and then something that I can get rid of this rope in a hurry and throw it away from my body if my horse decides to put us in an uncomfortable situation. So to start with, I hold the rope, the coils and the rein in one hand, and I keep my thumb up and I hold this rope again way away from my foot so that if something happens, it doesn't drop around me and get me tangled up. So to start with, I'm just going to walk him forward, and I'm actually just going to hold this log, and I'm going to let him get used to this thing moving. And then I'm going to just circle it, just like we did the rope on the ground. I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep it consistent. He got used to the steps when we showed him the rope and the processes that we went through there. I'm going to do the same thing with him with this log. And I'll just do it until he gets comfortable. I'll just kind of circle it around as long as it takes. 1 minute, 10 minutes, 2 days, it doesn't really matter. You know, he'll do it on his own time. So as he gets a little bit more sure, then I may make this rope move again, or this log I mean, and we'll drag it here. There you go. Then I'll circle, I'll release, let him come around. I may let him come back over here and look at this log. And then if he decides to leave, I'm not going to force the issue and make this horse look at this log. I'm not going to create a lot of anxiety here. I want this horse to build confidence. And in building confidence, I need to let him know that it's okay to leave. So if I'm going to let him walk away. And again, if I need to drop a lot of coils to get my rope longer, I'll keep my hands soft and make a longer rope. Then as he gets a little bit better, I'm going to walk over here and say, hey, is he going to let me walk over this log? Pretty snorty, I'll walk away. You know, there's no timeline. You don't have to get this done in X amount of time. You just take your time until your horse gets confident. There, he's going to look at it. Good. Then I may just kind of drag it again. And I'll release, let him come back around. And the same thing we did with the rope. When we're dragging it, I'm always going to drag it to the right or to the inside so that this rope doesn't touch his hip or come across his back leg with any sort of weight or pressure until I know that this horse is confident. There we go. And I like these horses, before I dial onto it, I do want them to get comfortable enough that I can then come over and either cross the edge of this pole or get pretty close. You know, I just want them to kind of know what it is. And if you keep circling, you'll notice that this rope's getting really kinky and coiled up. So eventually you'll have to recoil so you can get all of these loops out of your rope. So if we circle to the right, I'm going to have to throw most of these coils back to the right. And this is kind of an old rope, so it's not in great shape anyway. There we go. Whoa. Go. Now I'm going to let this horse turn around and look at this rope. I'll kind of let him back away. Feed him some rope. I'll try to kind of just play with it. Let him know it's here. It's no big deal.